Hello, Rekha. Hi, James. Sorry, James, you're on mute.
Hi, Sumana. Hello, Rekha.
Hi,
Hello, James.
good to see you all.
Yeah, James, we can't hear you. No, you're not audible. Okay. Good to see you too, Rekha. Last minute technical issues might be. How are you doing?
Fine. Am I audible?
Yes, you're very
You're
much clear.
audible.
Thank you.
How is that now? Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yes, James.
Audible.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
On behalf of Halam International Educators, I warmly welcome all of you for today's session. Our forum is created by a dedicated group of alumni educators from Sheffield Hallam University. They hold postgraduate qualifications in education and are passionate about sharing their knowledge and experiences to support parents, teachers, students, and the policymakers. We are happy to share that this forum has been growing quickly, with many parents and teachers joining in every week to discuss current issues in education and find ways to improve. Today, we are focusing on a very common challenge many parents and educators face. It's nothing than screen time for children. We are excited to have a wonderful panel with us to explore this topic and share practical tips. So, let me introduce our panelists today. We are delighted to welcome James, a parent and lecturer from Sheffield Hallam University, who brings over 15 years of extensive teaching experience. James specializes in training new teachers in mastering teaching of mathematics and has served as a head of math in primary school. His deep understanding of students' needs, along with his insight into the parents' perspective, makes him a highly valuable member of our discussion. Welcome, James, and thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you. Thanks for the welcome.
And we also have Rekha here. We are glad to have Rekha. She's a child counselor, parenting coach, NLP practitioner, and teacher with over 30 years of experience. She's also a proud mother of two sons. Welcome, Rekha. Your expertise brings a great value for our discussion today, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sumana. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you. We have Monica here, a teaching specialist in mathematics with nearly a decade of experience, who has explored the IB curriculum in India and differentiated teaching and manages her children's keen interest in screens. Welcome back, Monica.
Thank you, Sunuma. Sumana, it is very always good to be, discussing the things along with you and being a HIE alumni. I feel very happy and yeah, thank you so much for the
Thanks,
opportunity.
Monica. Thank you for joining us today. And we have Vehan here, a young participant, Monica's son, who will share his honest reflections on screen usage from a child's point of view for us today. Welcome, Vehan, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, hi
Wow.
everyone.
Hello.
That's
Hello
nice.
there.
Nice to have you here, Vehan.
Um,
So thanks to all of you for being here. I would also like to invite our forum members to share their thoughts and suggestions during this discussion. Let's get started with our main topic today, screen time struggles for your child. We have all noticed how children spend a lot of time on mobiles, tablets, computers, and TVs. According to a 2019 report by the World Health Organization, children spend about 3 to 4 hours daily on screens. The guidelines recommend that children aged 2 to 5 years should have no more than 1 hour of screen time per day. And for older children, many experts suggest that keeping recreational screen time to 2 hours or less than that every day to support their healthy growth. So this brings us to our first question. How does excessive screen time impact a child's learning and attention? I would like to invite one of our educators here to share their insights. What effects have they observed and what tips can they offer to manage this?
I'm happy to jump in, Samana, if you like,
Please,
on
James.
that
Thank you.
question.
Sure.
I should say, before I share, I should say what I'm really just sharing from my own experience as a teacher. So this isn't something I've formally researched or, read about too much. It's more from what I've seen in school, primarily. So just to give you a bit of background, for the last 5 or 6 years, so from just before the pandemic to now, I've been working with the same age children, around 8 years old. And in that time, so each class has come to me and then moved on, and I've had a new class. And just over that short time, and this is from discussing with colleagues as well, we feel that uh, children's attention spans and their ability to concentrate, even in the short time, we can see a decline in that. It's becoming more difficult as teachers to engage the class, but even harder to keep them engaged as we go. We're having to refocus the class. Sometimes it feels every few minutes, that frequent, which is obviously very tiring, and it breaks your lessons up too much. And that's an effect that I've noticed, and I think my colleagues have as well. Um, I mean, that's the issue. I'm not what to do about that. We haven't come up with an answer as yet as teachers. We're just doing our best. So uh, we're trying to break content down into smaller chunks, that kind of thing, make it as engaging as possible. But really, there hasn't been a kind of, there's not been a strategy for this as yet, just a reaction. So
Yeah. Right. So James, do you think this is because of a lot of attention that has been gained by the screens? I mean, many students try to, use screens more. So do you think it is because of this, the attention span is being reduced?
I would suspect so. Like I say, I haven't really researched it, so I can't say for sure. I know that younger and younger children are being exposed to screens more and more. I see it when I'm out and about, and I know as a parent, when people have very young children, preschool, I often see now a way of managing if they're upset or that kind of thing, or if wanting to keep them quiet, is to stick a phone in front of them and let them watch a video, which I've got mixed feelings about. And I wonder if out of school, the children I teach are spending a great deal of time on screens, tablets, phones, game consoles, that sort of thing. And if that's having an effect of eroding their ability to focus. And I think a lot of the time they're very aware of YouTube and TikTok and the very quick videos that you get on those that they just kind of scroll through and zap through. And I wonder if they're expecting everything to be like that. So it's almost as though they're saying, well, you've got my attention for 60 seconds, but if I'm not interested, I'll move on. That's how it feels at times. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah,
have you?
wonderful, James.
Yeah.
Sorry. So,
Go on,
James, you
Monica.
have just given us a wonderful thing about the causes, like why they are
Mhm.
getting so much addicted to the screen time. So I just want to add in one point. You're absolutely right, the way they're doing the gaming and all. It could be because of, the expenses now, because of the dual income households where both the parents are working, and because of the limited parental supervision, that could be one reason. And because I'm in UK recently, it's been just 1.5 years, I see because of the weather conditions, they are not able to go outside. Apart now it is summer and springtime, yeah, they can enjoy it. But the rest of the time, like almost like more than 6 months, it's so cold in here. So the weather plays an important role. And I think there's a lack of this offline play with the friends, like social isolation
Mhm.
because of the weather conditions, and maybe because of the places where they stay in. And as usual, you have mentioned it about the magic of the virtual gaming, which is so immersive for them. They cannot just, it's like hooking them onto the screens rather than just moving around, at least in the house. And as you said, the endless entertainment of this YouTube reel scrolling more and more. So that's the perfect, like the causes for the digital addiction. And being a parent, I myself am seeing how has affected it over just in 1.5 year span coming in UK, James, because one thing I understood is even the homeworks are like online, like they are like for one child, it is the Sparks Math. So it is like we cannot avoid them from touching the laptop. Oh, mom, I'm just not seeing anything. I'm just seeing the Sparks Math, you see, and just the minute you go away, they will the tab will be changed and they will be scrolling it so nicely. So they have developed this kind of adaptability of, like, oh, I'm doing homework, I'm not just scrolling. It is something very challenging for the parents to see or monitor the children. So I'm sorry, like
Yeah.
I just wanted to add into that point the causes. And yeah, and there's so much of emotional meltdown for them. They get so irritated and get angry, like, no, I'm not watching. They start to lie and no, I'm doing the work. So these all are
Mm.
taking a toll on the children as well as the parents, as well as in turn being a teacher, to get the focus, because they're just 6 hours with us in the school and the rest of the time at least maybe 4 hours awake, and the rest 6 hours for the sleep or 8 hours for the sleep. In that 4 hours, I bet like 90% of the children mostly are just taking the name, like we're doing online homework, and then just jumping into, the YouTube or whatever the Fortnite games they play. So that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, being
And just,
thanks, Monica.
sorry.
Thanks for that. Thanks for sharing with us. Being an educator or being a parent, like James or Monica, both of you, what do you think? Have you got any tips on parents' perspective or educator perspective to manage this?
As a parent, I suppose I'm in a slightly different position because my kids are now, well, they're aged 17 and 19, and they're able to regulate themselves a little more now.
Hmm.
And I, possibly though, maybe the thing that's brought them to that point is we were always keen to have conversations with them and keep it open, keep a discussion, and not be too strict perhaps with taking things off them, that kind of thing, and just let them reflect on, have you thought about how long you've been spending, what you've been doing there? Do you not want to go and encourage other activities? And Monica, I almost laughed when you're saying about the weather. Um, you're absolutely right. I mean, UK weather is, as we know, very changeable, and it's nice this time of year. But you're right, in autumn and winter, there's not as many opportunities to go outside. And so it's much easier to sit in your room, sit on a screen and interact with your friends that way. And it's so much easier for them to do that now. But I think, yeah, conversation, discussion. And if they're not going to go and see their friends, if they're not going to go and socialize, maybe because their friends don't live nearby, or like you say, the weather's not helpful for that, at the very least, they're having conversations with you face to face in the home, and building those skills up in that sense. I don't know if that kind of helps a little bit
Yeah,
on that score. Yeah.
And
that's
I
ab-
can
One more
add on.
note here. Just
Yes, Rika. Go on.
that is, adults are also using screen too much.
yeah.
Need of is be a role model. First, be a role model.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mindful uses of screen is must. We cannot like spare screen, like no, don't use. No, it can't be. Like you told, na, screen is like homework is on screen, homework is on online. Then what should we do? Then
Absolutely right, Rekha. Yes, I was about to tell that we, as a parent, we need to role model, and it is a challenge for the parents because we think like we worked all day long and we just sit down for half an hour or 1 hour and then just watch. I think that is also a thing for the children, and especially during the weekends. So what I have personally, I just wanted to share what I personally do is, like, I pull them out. Like, if we are going out for the provisions, compulsory, even the kids will be accompanying. I'm trying most of the time to pull them out of the house, go on, even if the weather is not good. We are not going out. We are just not going for a walk. We're just going to get the provisions. It can even help them as a life skill for them. They will be seeing how we are giving the money, getting it. So kind of a math and they will get their life skill. And one more thing, I make sure that my children help me out while I am cleaning the room, organizing the thing. So weekend it will be like that. James will be knowing the most, and yes, like how he has told, we try to discuss a little bit about what is going on, and especially when the term holidays come in, that is the important thing where I feel a lot of challenge in engaging the children, because being a mother, I need to focus on multitasking like cooking, and then again engaging them with the indoor games, which is not that easy, because nowadays generation has inculcated, oh, boring games, no, don't even take it. It's like challenging for the parents to engage them indoor with the indoor games. And not every child is good or keen in going out and playing with the football, or like the sports. That is, I think, I have feel a downfall of going outside and playing a little bit, because of this digital thing which has come up, which is engaging them so much. Even they're ready to play football over line with the friends online. They say, oh yeah, I'm going to call up my friend, not to play offline but online. So this is what the challenge is. And being a mother and as an educator, like I go along with you, Rekha. Yeah, we have to do a role modeling. And how James said, like, yes, we need to sit down and talk to them, the good and the bad, and then try to address it, like how it's going to impact the thing, especially the meltdowns in the younger ones. Because James' children are like little bit mature enough, they could know, like, oh, okay, fine, father is telling something. But my children, like especially Vehan, he is just a 12-year-old. Even if I say, you said, oh my God, mommy, not again, I know it. But at last, at the end of the day, he will get tired with his mom, I'm getting headache. Oh, you're getting headache. Did you realize why you're getting headache? And then we have to say, this is the thing. And we take them to the optician for the new set of glasses. And the optician has said 20-20 rule, like for every 20 minutes, okay, take a rest of 20 seconds, watching straight ahead for 20 steps away, or a long distance. So it's a 20-20 rule. He would just say, yeah, I'm watching 20, I'm watching my video game, I'm just giving a break by scrolling into YouTube for 20 seconds. But that is not the rest. Over to you, Sumana.
No, I don't have kids though. So, but then, yeah. My,
I have
my
seen the time that tech-free era form. I am teaching class more than 30 years, and my sons are 26 and 22. So
manageable.
yes, I am very much into this. This screen is how hard to focus, becoming children like focus on the study or attention span, and even behavioral challenges. That is the
True.
big
I see
irritating.
Setu is having a question here. Did you want to say
Not
something?
not a question, Suma. I have a
Yeah.
point to just raise.
Sure, sure.
When the respectable madam, she's mentioning be a role model. Fortunately, I want to be a role model, but unfortunately, I'm not able to be a role model because I'm a software engineer. I'll tell you. And the pathetic is that I work from home. And when we work from home, being a father, I have to be before the system as being a software engineer to work from morning till evening. Okay, so I am showing a reason why I am before the system, but still I am before the system. That is the first point. Still, we are trying to be a role model, which is a challenge situation for the parents, most of the software industry parents, because we are compelled to use system. There is no other option for us. The first point. The second point, what I want to tell, coming back to the point where this COVID times, before that, the kids don't have this much access to the gadgets, especially to the laptops or the mobiles, because the COVID has shifted people to attend, compelled kids attend their classes from the system. So though when we thought that, okay, mobile is training them, I bought a laptop for both of them. And they started, it's my laptop, and they started using in different ways. No doubt, we used to keep an eye on them, and we have to control them. But still, nowadays, unfortunately, it's a nuclear families. In olden days, we used to live with parents and with the grandparents and other things, siblings. But now We are two, we have two. Again, we have a lot to take care, we both. So ultimately, we are able to give time to control to make them entertain without the screen time, but still it is a challenging. So what I want to say, the challenge is everywhere. And being an adult, weekends, I should not touch my laptop. But in order to pay a bill, I need a laptop or a system. Yeah, in order to order something, I need a system. Or in order to talk to someone abroad, when I'm to talk to my parents, I need a system. So system is something becoming a parallel. It is an extra organ or a organ or a what do you call it? You are a human being. So what I suggest, in short, what is there in my mind, we have to make ourselves and kids accountable in such a way so that they will be away from the system. So you're accountable for this physical activity, this task in the home without the system. So I hope we can make them away from the system little, but we cannot avoid. Still, I'm telling it's a challenge. So now a system will come, I hope, where we need a system or a mechanism where we can make people accountable how much time they're spending on the system, and it slap us, come on, don't touch the system. I don't know whether you scientists can invent or such, but I agree, guys. And again, I want to be accountable and role model, but I'm not able to. Still trying. Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. I absolutely agree. Your experience is a challenge to many parents, and that's where we are not able to, give any like straight solution. We're not trying to eliminate this system, or we're not trying to eliminate the laptops or tablets from home. All we are trying to do is that we are balancing with that. We want to live with that in a healthy or safety way. So I think Setu has already headed to our next question. He has already moved to the challenge part. So I would like to hear from some other parents here as well. Like we know the teenagers' parents' experience. So if we have any little ones like little ones parents over here who can share what challenges you faced as parents when managing your child's screen use at home.
Yes, today.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Like I can mention some common behaviors you might notice in the children, like getting upset or angry when screen time is over, right? Always needing something exciting, struggling with boredom, always, right? Something quick, something fast, and losing interest in outdoor activities, like Monica also told. And even in social gatherings, social interaction, they are not ready to go in these gatherings. It is like, no, I am fine here to play with my children of online games, right? And again, frequent arguments when asked to turn off their screens, right? These are the common behavioral changes. And now what this tells us, this is need to be thought like, remember, these are not the signs of deliberate misbehaviors. We always used to think he's misbehaving or she's misbehaving. Actually, they indicate emotional needs which are not being met, or you can say emotional starvation. Most of the time it is. Please notice this kind of emotional needs. And then what can we do at that time? Just pause and think, why is my child relying on screen so much? And then you need to address the why behind that behavior. We are not supposed to address the behavior that is screen, screen, screen. Not. Just need to notice the why behind that behavior, and what need to do? Offer meaningful offline activities and quality time together, like at least one family meal once a day, at least one, right? And you can spend your time like quality time, one quality time, family to get together kind, once a day, like board game. You can spend your time in board game, or combined activity on screen, something comedy like, or any other games or whatever football kind activity together. And one more thing, which is very powerful thing, that is show empathy when setting boundaries about screen times. Don't impose rules, because children don't like rules, right? They becomes irritated when you impose rules. And empower them with the three emotional needs: connection, contribution, and competence, right? And help them plan their day, schedule their day, like structured time for study, hobbies, sports, reading, or family time, and that will naturally cut down their screen time, right? Don't you think this is as
Absolutely,
a mother of
absolutely.
two sons raised in the digital age, I have realized that it is not about removing screen entirely. No, we can't remove. It is about filling emotional gaps with meaningful human connection, right?
Absolutely, Rekha. And to
Let's
that one
remember,
point,
screens are not the enemy. Sometimes we are like, this is the biggest enemy of us. This is not the enemy. It is the emotional disconnection that we reconnect emotionally. If we reconnect emotionally, and screen challenges naturally, automatically begin to melt. I think so. This is the biggest and powerful tool, emotional connection. Thank you
that's
so
good, Rekha. Yeah,
Huh.
absolutely, absolutely. Balancing and monitoring and role modeling. And I just wanted to add one thing that whatever, no, we will not put the rules, but it should be like consistency in doing whatever we are doing, the rules. It should be like consistent, not like one week I have done it, the next week it will be back to the normal. So
much.
we should have,
Consistent screen free time. That is
yes.
also.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add that point. Thank you. Yeah, that's a wonderful way of telling how we can help our children to overcome or to help them live this digital life, which has become a part. And yes, of course, it will be a part with this AI and all. It's going to be more, I suppose. So, like how we have to teach them how to balance or limit their screen time and how important it is to include their health. Think about your health, your eyes, the effect it is giving on the brain. I hope most of the parents do agree with us on this, the challenges and this little, you know, how to help them out from this. Yeah, yeah, it's good. I hope anybody else who would like to share the challenge or like what they are practicing and helping the children to live through this digital era.
Hey Monica, this is Vijay. Thanks for inviting. This is very useful information here. I have one question or maybe concern. I know we all know fruits and vegetables, like food wise, how does food impact the kids? Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Obviously, sugars and carbs or direct carbs instead of complex carbs are better, but once it comes to making kids eat, it's not that easy. So, any suggestions or comments there? Thank you.
Oh, is it regarding the food, the health issues? That would be a separate topic, maybe about the health and nutrition of the kids, Vijay.
I think
So
it has an impact on the attitude. It's not just the screen time. It's usually a combination of things, which food plays a big role. I believe. So if it's a
definitely,
different topic, we
definitely.
can talk some other time. Yeah.
Yes, Vijay, I would really love that to getting up. That's going to be a very different thing which affects on the behavior of the children. If you take a lot of chocolates, what will happen?
Hmm.
Saturated fats and the salts, that's definitely, you have given us a very good topic indeed.
Burger,
And
pizza,
definitely we are going to make another HI. Yes, definitely. Yes, that is what, like why the ADHD or the autism has been increasing a lot and how much the foods are affecting the tiny little brains. Definitely, Vijay, we are going to talk about that. So, I would like to talk to Rehan himself. Let us listen to his viewpoint. What does he think, being a child? Like, what does he think? Why? Like we feel like the children are doing it. So let's listen from his way. What does he think? Sumna, would you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
any particular question for him, please?
I would like to ask some few questions to you, Vehan. So can I?
Yes, please.
All right. I would like to listen to your honest reflections about your screen time usage. Right. So what do you enjoy most about screens, Vehan?
Mostly about games.
Games. And what are the other things you watch on screen?
Okay, so I used to watch YouTube reels, but now I watch more like long form videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you play games?
Yeah, I play lots of games. For example, like Roblox and Fortnite.
Okay. So in a day, how many hours do you engage yourself with the screen?
Like before the exam, I think maybe like 3 or 2 hours, like in the weekdays, and like I think maybe like 5 or 6 hours during the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And during exams, during weekdays, I think I only watch like 1 hour, I think.
Oh,
And
okay. Are you sure,
and in the,
Rehan?
I think so.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, and the weekends are maybe like 2 or 3 hours
Mm-hmm.
during exams.
Right, right. Have you ever felt pressurized or have you ever felt bored when you're using the screen for hours? I mean, I
Well,
have
first
seen
of
you personally using screens for more than 5 to 6 hours in a day.
like what do you mean by pressurized?
Pressurized is maybe a pressure in your eyes. It could be something like you're so distracted that you don't want to see screens anymore. Have you ever felt that kind of pressure? Or maybe I can say it like so boring.
Okay, so I don't feel pressurized when I'm watching, but I do sometimes feel bored. And whenever I feel bored, I find new ways to engage.
Like,
Uh, for example, I go to YouTube and find some good games on Roblox.
okay, all right. So, have you ever felt bored? No, not really bored, tired about having screens for a long time?
I think sometimes I feel tired, and also like when I watch for long hours, I feel like I just want to get up and stretch, and I do that.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for sharing those honest reflections, Vehan. It's just that we wanted to listen from Vehan himself. I have personally seen Monica handling children with, balancing their screens, and even I was very much surprised to see kids engaging for more than 6 hours, 7 hours. I mean, usually this doesn't happen in India, not really much, but as Monica said, it can be because of the environment, or it's too cold outside. Not many kids come out for playing, but it's a different perspective in India though. So here we could see kids are engaged in screen like maybe 2 hours, because it's a different way of parenting. Well, I just wanted to bring this up, and thanks for sharing that, Vehan.
Sumana,
Yeah.
I just would like to add one more challenge. Like, yeah, when Vijay was talking about the food thing, yeah, definitely while they're watching, there is overeating of the food. They are not knowing how much they're eating, or there'll be like less eating. Yes, the digital screens has an impact on how much the food they're eating, and the fidgetiness. I have seen a greater, the behavior adaptation. My own child has got it, especially the eye movement, which
Yeah.
really made me scared. And I have taken him to the optician, saying like, why is he watching? He's keeping the eye towards the left side, and then they checked it. It is not about the eye, it is the behavior, a new behavior development because of the quick movement of the games what they're watching. It is like not that easy to take it. It is really a challenge for the parents, especially for the younger ones who are in primary or who has just stepped into the secondary. So it is definitely they're developing a new kind of behaviors and impacting the food. There is one Afia. She hasn't joined, but Afia has told me. But the parent has to go and give her the glass to even to sip the water. That is what it is taking, and she's just hardly maybe 9 year old. So it is really an alarming thing to address this. I hope everybody, you know, they will agree with this point, like how much impact this is going on, and like how Rekha was telling, like stop and then talk to them. Even that's stopping them, and then even to a talk, they are like, no, I don't want to talk to you. No, enough. This is what exactly they would say it. They are not ready to
Absolutely.
talk. Yeah, this is definitely a behavior issue, and even the nutrition point, they are not getting the required amount of nutrition because they don't see the food what they eat. They're just watching the screen and they are eating it. And the time constraint of both the parents when they are working. Yes, Meme, I can see you agreeing with me. Yeah, definitely. That is what is happening. And we parents like, oh, okay, it's time up now. High time. You go. Whether you're with the mobile or with this thing. Come on, just complete your food. Come on, come on, come on. Go. It's dinner time now. Come on. It is a sleeping time. We have a set of rules, but it is very hard. It is very easy to say balance it, have the consistency. I myself, though it is like every week, it's a challenge for me to engage them. If unfortunately there is a rain and there's no stepping out, that is itself is a one more thing. And trust me, they will not allow you to take out the board games in the house. Come on, let's do indoor games. And no, it's boring. Maybe they will spend with you 10 minutes and after that they'll just run away. It is a real challenge. It's a real challenge.
Absolutely agree with you, Monica. It is a challenge, but then I think we do not have any option then, saving them from all of this, because I have also seen your children going through that. And Vehan had this vision, uh, which was affected very badly. So I totally agree with you. And based on our discussion, I have got this 3 key questions. Let me place it one by one here to start with. What are the main causes of children over using screens today? And how do screen habits affect their emotional, academic, and social development? What early signs should parents look for to spot unhealthy screen dependency? So, if you have got any other points to add on to it, you're welcome.
I would like to just talk to James. James, like because you have got this opportunity to work with the primary students as well as into the college students. So have you find any difference in their mindsets of the children?
Positive differences with children because they haven't had as long exposed to that culture of screens, and they perhaps don't have a screen of their own they're sharing or something like that. And by the time they get to university age, undergraduate age, particularly at the time we're in now, sort of 5 years post-COVID, I think that screens have been just a huge feature of their life. Obviously, in lockdown, learning shifted online, and so everything occurred on screens. And my own kids were sort of locked up in their holed away in their rooms with their screens on, and it created that expectation that's what's going to happen. I'm going to have a screen in front of me more often than not. What I find positive about working with the younger children that I do at primary school is that they're not quite locked into that at this point, and they're still willing and they're still ready to engage with the world around them. So, Rekha, I was struck by your 3 words that you said: connection, contribution, and competence. And I think connection of those, you can talk about human connection, but also as a teacher, you want children to connect with the world around them and to learn about it. And they're still willing to do that. I'm very excited to do that. So the moment you bring something practical into the classroom, or take them out of the classroom to, say, the garden at school, or even out further field, the excitement is much greater, because they say, oh great, this is something I can touch, something I can smell or taste, or whatever it is. That to me is one of the more exciting parts of teaching, and it takes us away from those screens. If that could be harnessed somehow, I don't know, that would be great and carried through. But I do acknowledge it is really hard. The older the children get, the more appeal those screens have. It's really hard to compete with that. So, I mean, I hope I've not just outlined a challenge there. I hope I've sort of shared a little bit of something positive. I may not have addressed your original point. I'm not sure, but that was kind of the contrasting the two sets of learners that I work with, the children and the young adults that I work with. I really do notice that. So maybe there's an answer in there somewhere. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Right. Thanks for that, James. And Monica, I have one question for you. Since you have got a couple of experiences with your children, what are the early signs did you find, or should a parent look for to spot any unhealthy screen dependency?
See, I would go agree with James and Rekha on the point of connectivity. You know, the first sign as a parent in the house, you see when they get irritated when you try to make a simple conversation. Like, oh, hi, I will tell you the basic thing. What happens? Practically, I'm giving you an example. I don't mind, you know. As soon as they come back from the school, the only thing, they just keep the things away. They don't even change the dress. They would just go sit down over there until I come back from the school. And then I say, like, oh, do you have to? It is like becoming a routine for me. Like, please, could you just simple things in the daily routine, which they're supposed to do it, their responsibility, like taking out the tiffin boxes from their bags, keeping themselves clean, going for a shower. It is like always, oh, okay, mom didn't tell me. I didn't hear her voice yet. Okay, oh, then I have to go. Then I have to get up. It's like as if, you know, they miss the digital thing. And when they come home, they rush just in front of the laptop, they sit down. And it's become a relaxation for them unknowingly. They come home and they just spend the time. I think 99% of the parents would agree with me with this,
Yeah.
especially the young children, no matter how much they're spending. So that is the first thing which is an alarming for the parent. Like, they do not like to be connected physically with the parents. They always want to go sit in front of the screen, whatever it is enjoyed. Even while, are you playing with, oh, I'm playing with my friend, but it is not offline, it's online. Oh, he's come. I'll get a call. Oh, mom, my friend is
So
here.
again,
Yeah, so please help me. Like, I can't come out, mom. Just a minute. Well, ask him, can you please come and help me with this? No, I'm in the middle of the game. Sorry, a minute, please. That itself is an alarming. That 1 minute would stretch along to 30 minutes. That is
Right.
one alarming thing what you can do. And they would not like to sleep early. Oh, mom, it's just Friday weekend. Come on, let us play for 1 more hour. It is just 9:30. It's not Friday. Sorry. It is not the weekdays. It's a weekend, mom. They create their own rules. It must be a little funny, but that is the truth of what is happening. Let me just play till 11. You know, my friend, he is playing till 1 o'clock. How is he able to do it? Why are you not allowing us to do it? That's how the argumentative behavior would come in, comparing themselves with the other children. And I don't know the reason why they are playing till 1 o'clock. And one more thing which I have seen is the meltdowns. So like how instantly it will be like, no, just, I'm not saying not to see, but could you just come away a little bit? Can you please help me? You're not getting it. I just lost my game because of you. You just distracted me. These are all the signs which we can see that they are getting so much attached to the screen. I'm giving you the live examples. I'm not taking any other people here, but I think most of the people would have the same kind of an experience with me. So these are very challenging for us to hold. And you might think, yeah, why not we take us? Back in India, it was very easy to hold on after school classes or anything. Over here, I have kept them in karate, one of the child, but even to bear that extra expenses itself is a little challenging for us right now to just put them. So if I think we will be talking about the recommendations in the next session, I hope, right? So I just wanted to
Surely.
keep that to
Yeah.
aside. So I just gave it. James is laughing because I want to point out on the after school thing in the next session.
No, that's very great. Very insightful points, Monica, because many parents would definitely agree with you. I think even Setu has got his hands up here. Did you want to say something?
So now, just to add on to Monica, the
Mm-hmm.
first symptom that you observe, these people are getting addicted or already addicted, fidgetive, very fidgetive. And the first thing when I observed when I never act immediately, okay, this guy is planning something. After seeing his eyes, I can say he will be just moving his eyes very fast. Means he's thinking how to escape from here, how to watch. He's doing multiple things. Okay, the eyes, moving the eyes very quick, fast, and very fidgety is the basic symptom that he's already addicted. He's already getting into that mode of addiction. So at that point, I try to tell him something. I never ask them to stop abruptly because they feel bad, you know. So I say I give 10 minutes, and I go after the 10 minutes. I bring another 15 minutes. Now you stop. So that's what we are trying to do with our kids. That's what we are trying to do. The fidgetiness is the basic symptom that we can observe in the people. So I'm very sorry to say, even the adults are not exception, but we are not talking about the kids. I was compelled to take their example. So that's what my point. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Setu. That's true. I do agree with that. And before we wrap up, I would like to quickly review what we have discussed and share some simple tips to parents. First, why do kids overuse screens? We have discussed about it. So the tip for parents here, as we discussed, set a clear, simple, I cannot say rules now since Rekha told, simple things for screen time at home. Use a timer, or you can offer any fun offline activities like board games. I mean, you can play with them, any crafts or any outdoor play to encourage kids to take breaks and then enjoy other things. And the second thing, how does too much screen time affect their growth? We have already discussed about it. It can impact their emotions, and it can also impact their school performances and also the social skills. So the suggestion here is balancing the screen time with the real life activities. As Monica said, engaging kids in the kitchen for some time, spend some quality time and family time, have meals together, go for family walks, tell them some stories, or arrange play dates. And thirdly, how can parents spot early signs of unhealthy screen use? We have got a practical experiences from parents over here. So tip for your child, watch your child's behavior, as one of the fathers said, and one of the parents said here, watch your child's behavior, how they are reacting, not just how long they are on screens. If screens start replacing by playing, talking, or it can be asleep, it's a good time. So you can gently step in and set limits. So our final message here is screens are not the enemies. It's all about balancing, setting some boundaries, and building connections. Guide your children, model healthy habits, and create some space for the real world joy. I think it's been a really wonderful and engaging session. Thanks to all the panelists. Thank you, James. Thanks, Rekha. And thank you, Monica, for sharing all the experiences so openly with us. And thanks for everyone who joined us today. Especially thanks to Rehan for sharing your, daily, or whatever it is, a perspective of yours.
His life experience.
Yeah. And we hope you find this session insightful, Rehan. Remember, this isn't the end. And next week, we'll continue with more solutions, and we have some experts' guidance on digital well-being. We'll also
Suma,
have
even we should thanks to James. Really gave a very good points.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think in the next coming week, we'll be having some of our digital experts, a psychologist, to share realistic routines and tools to help create a healthy digital environment at home. In the meantime, keep applying these strategies to support your child's safe and balanced digital use. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day and see you next time, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks,
you,
James.
Bye.
See you all next week.
Just
Thank
a
you. Thanks,
small
Monica.
thing, we can inculcate mindfulness in our life as well as kids' life.
Yes.
Yes.
And we will discuss about this, Rekha, in a coming up session, definitely, how to inculcate the mindfulness. And we have
Yes.
to help parents, like how you have to tell us how to be more mindful in using the screens and some activities which we can take a break. So definitely we're going to do as a recommendation in a coming up session, which will be on May 26th, Sumana?
Yeah, probably next week we'll just, yeah.
Next week. So thank you so much. It's been so wonderful talking to you all and sharing our life experiences about this digital thing, which we cannot avoid it. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you all. See you soon next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.